off the five wives, because the five wives were being occupied, man. They were staying busy. They were being fervent in spirit in the business of Yahawashi, and they obeyed the law, statutes, and commandments, and they hearkened unto the warnings, unto the sound of the trumpet, and they were moved by the fear of Yahawashi, knowing that what he was capable of and what the prophecies had spoke. So that's what the men of the Lord, the elect, are going to be moved with, and they're going to have. But the foolish ones, they're going to try to piggyback. They're going to act like they ain't got to do nothing. They ain't got to, get any calluses or blisters on their hands, physically, spiritually getting hurt, sore, their lower back hurting, being scoffed and mocked at because they're out there speaking this truth. The wise are going to have that. They're going to retain and carry all that and apply it, that knowledge, into making one wise, which is wisdom. So you have to have yourself filled with that oil. You know what I'm saying? It's not just remembering scriptures, retaining scriptures. It's also being a follower of Yahawashi, being a doer and not just a hearer only. Not just being a bystander. Not just being somebody that just there taking up space. You know what I'm saying? That just sitting around and just coming around and things of that nature. You had to, what is it called? You gotta, the word just slipped my mouth or my mind. But basically you have to give, give something to the table, present something to the table, whether it be, it don't have to be much, but you have to keep pushing and pushing to increase in the labor of Yahawashi, because he's going to increase you, but don't stunt the growth. Don't quench the spirit. You have to keep growing, going from glory to glory. All right. And it says that Matthew 25:6, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. We are those maidens, the servants of Yahawashi, that are crying out and telling the people, hey, Yahawashi is coming, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, in God, and he's coming back to receive the bride. It's time to get up, time to get ready. Whatever you were doing prior, that's what Yahawashi is going to look at. All right. It says, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so. See? So it's going to be told to you as well from Yahawashi, hey, no, just because so-and-so or because whatever, but where's your works? Where's your faith at? Where was your faith mingled with your works, and vice versa? And it's going to be not so. You cannot come up here. You can't come into this thing. You're going to be denied access to, because you didn't have the proper ID. You had a counterfeit ID. You know what I'm saying? So it says, but the wise answer, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sweat to sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. You see? So that time of the door being shut is at an end. It's coming to an end, because right now Yahawashi has that grace and the mercy doors open right now. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do everything that we can to push forth his word and to glorify Yahawashi, and do our works, do our part in the body. You know what I'm saying? So it says, afterward, verse 11, afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. So he's going to tell you those that are not being, active, fervent in spirit, not being diligent, they're being lackadaisical, you're being, indolent, you're being contrary to the ways of Yahawashi's spirit, because Yahawashi's spirit is a quickening spirit. So he makes you alive, active. He gives you energy. That's what the word powerful goes back to in the Greek. The word, I don't know how to say it in the Greek, but it goes back to the word, what we know as today is energy. Okay, so we have to have energy. The Spirit's going to give you energy to do the things that you need to do, whether it be for the Lord or outside, but it's going to give you the energy to do both. Okay, and you're going to be out there in the forefronts doing things, and you're not going to be piggybacking off brothers' works, and you have to start making changes within thy spirit, man. You have, because the Lord said the flesh is weak but the spirit is willing. So you have to gain control of yourself, man. You have to go gain, change up. And when I mean say change up, I'm talking about being a little bit more bolder, confident. Saying stand up with your loins girded with truth. Speaking boldly, man. And being circumspect, wise as a serpent, and harmless as a dove. Knowing how to discern between things, especially if you've been in this thing for, 3, 4, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? The word is quick. The spirit is quick, and it's gonna give you the gifts, the proper necessities that you're gonna need when you be on the highways and the byways, if it ever does come to the point where you had to be on your own. So you have, if you're in a large camp, you should already be able to know how to go out into the highways and the byways and start teaching. So I just wanted to bring that out. What I'm saying? Just because the reason was for the inspiration that inspired me to bring this lesson out is because at my job and prior jobs, there's always individuals there that piggyback off other people's work. They still get a paycheck. They still they're like made equal to the one that is working hard. And the one that's working hard is not shown any any not respect, but they're not shown their appreciation of their work and things of that nature. What I'm saying? But the ones that are not working are, they're treated differently. But the ones that are working harder, they're like, man, what I'm saying? We'll just put all the work on him. We're gonna let him do it. It's just complete madness. What I'm saying? Like it's just to me is vexation of the spirit. What I'm saying? And just having the people around there like that are just not putting in effort or work. They're going according to their own pace and just not knowing that they're a man and they can get stuff done way more quicker and more, they can do more. What I'm saying? So that's the inspiration of it. And I know within brothers, bigger camps, just hearing testimonies and things of that nature, and things that I've experienced within my camp here, before the brother had left, there was a little certain things, but I know to the spirit that's what's going on, and it does go on, and it's part of life. And that's why the Lord talks about the slothful and the sluggard man. What I'm saying? So you have to do your own work. What I'm saying? Meaning that be with your camp, but put forth more effort. What I'm saying? And strive to being fervent in the spirit and in the business of Yahawashi and not slothful in business. So I hope it will be edifying to you, Akim, out there.